weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Rodgers now on first down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Hey, you block over here. Line left.
Rodgers now to throw. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check 52.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
258. 54 to 50. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Greystone, Travis. Teammate. Hey, 88, 88, 88.
Rodgers now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And they try to sweep to Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Everyone's got 4 down. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Show it. Hey, check 26. All right. Watch the twist.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got Adams on the hookup. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Coming this way, here we go. Shoot! Check it out.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
26. Jump out.
From the 44, Rodgers got a man. That's Allison. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm going to run you over here. Under 10. Hey, where y'all going?
Now Rodgers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Check. Slam. 22-jet bomber. Teammate. Whip. Watch the whip.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A first down carry by Elliott. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 25 on second down, Prescott. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Complete to Jason Wilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Draw play, Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Yeah, Liv. He's coming. We got double up. Hey, seam 6. Check.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Packers.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big run there by Jones. 51 yards on the ground.
And a Packer first down.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, D-line, easy. Check 25, check 25. Check your hot read.
They'll run it with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is
a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
you're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They'll run on first down. Jones. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and 12 at the Cowboys' 15-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. Prescott from the gun. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here we go, 47.
To throw again on second down. Prescott, and this one complete to Witten over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. On first down, it's Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Prescott to throw it. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up fourth down.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They'll go again to Jones. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Shift, shift.
Now Jones. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Austin. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Caught left side by Cobb. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
1st down, Green Bay.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
88. Kill. Check 24. General West.
This is Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. After the penalty, it's Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Win 18. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. You draw quarter.
On second down now, it's Jones. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
And it's third down.
Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's first and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check 31, check. Go right, go right.
Here's Jones, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Roll right, roll right.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Caught by Cobb. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
24 is the mic. Hey, I'm coming.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
11 yards on the play. It's now third down and 9.
Check. Lucky. Shoot.
Prescott from the gun on third. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Prescott finding Witten. Trotting! And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Throwing. Prescott. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And it'll be intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 4th now in Carson. Chargers have scored again, so they are really opening it up. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. And opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They go to Elliott again. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Green Bay, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile,